Hi, I'm Hazel, and Vulpera are happening. They, along with Mechagnomes, have been officially confirmed as an 8.3 allied race, so we're getting them, and we're getting them soon. In this video, I would like to look through the class options for them, as well as some of the character customization. So, classes you can see here on the right-hand side. Vulpera cannot be paladins, druids, demon hunters, or death knights. Everything else is fair game. So that's a lot of options. You can do warrior, of course, and then as a hunter, you will get this cobra pet as your racial pet. You can be a stabby rogue. You can heal as a priest. You can be a shaman, and take a look at that Vulpera shaman totem. It has a burning tail effigy. It has ears, it has a necklace. It's basically just like the most metal voodoo doll where you made one of yourself and then lit it on fire just to show how much you did not care. That's what this face on this little guy here means. Anyways, you can also be a mage or a warlock. You can Vulpera warlock it up, and then they can be monks. And I think they would make very cute little monks. So RIP to Vulpera druids. Everything else essentially is a go. Did anybody think they could be paladins? Anyways, let's take a look at some of their customization options. So we have, of course, male and female. I'm going to look through the male first, and we have 8 different skin color options. So like with Worgen, these make a pretty significant difference to the look of your character. They do not seem to impact the facial markings that much. Those seem to be contained to the face options. I foresee the red one as being very popular, also the white one. So let's take a look at him red. Faces will impact your markings, and your eye color, not so much the actual face shape, so mostly just markings and eye color makes it nice and easy to choose. I think he looks lovely with blue. And then ears have some pretty big variances. So how many options do we have here? There are 12 ear options. Starting from the bottom, they start quite large. His ears are like the size of his tail. You can change the shape. Some of them are pierced, some of them are kind of tattered, some of them are tattered and pierced. Perhaps he's just been getting, he had more piercings, but they got caught on stuff, you know? They can be curved, gets earrings, all kinds of stuff. I think those look pretty good. For patterns, oh my. Yep. For patterns, there's only 3 options, but this will change your body markings. It also does add a little bit to the top of your head, so don't forget about that for your face. We got some stripes, some spots, or some nothing, and then you can also change your snout size. So this is really best done in profile. It can be various lengths, it can have various slopes, were you to be a tiny person skiing off the end of it. I don't know, I'm excited. I didn't script this, can you tell? So that's male Vulpera. Let's take a look at female. So she is so precious. I didn't think I was gonna want one, and I don't know if I'm changing my mind. They're Horde. They're Horde only. Anyway, these are the skin color options. We've got a nice dark one. We have the light white one, which I think is going to be very popular for the ladies in particular. Red's very nice. They're all very nice. She's so cute. If we grab this one, we have, how many faces are we looking at? 6 faces. And once again, this is markings and eye color. Not so much eye shape, although the your brows will kind of raise and lower as we go. Ears, same deal. Not quite as large. She has a mismatched ear. Did he have a mismatched ear? I'll have to go back and check that. But kind of the same idea. She also has some very horizontal ones and some very curly ones. Something to keep in mind is this is PTR, so these are not necessarily the only options that will go live with the game. It's possible they will add more, but Vulpera customization options have actually been in the game files for quite some time. I did a video on them way back when, just using the Wowhead model viewers, so this isn't exactly new, although I'm sure some of this is new from then to now. And then for patterns, same deal. We've got stripes, nothing, or spots, and you can once again change her snout size and shape depending on how you want her to be. So those are the Vulpera. So the last thing that I want to do here before I start one of these to check out Mechagnomes is log in and check out their racial mount, and also see if that snake is taller than her. This is very important to know. She looks gnome size. So Caravan Hyena, a hyena mount. Very interesting. Let's take a look at it. So this is kind of cool in that this is a racial mount that does exist. Like this underlying model, that's the Dune Scavenger, right? It's spots and everything. Just they took a Dune Scavenger and they put a blanket on him so he won't be cold. And then you got kind of this I'm sorry, pardon me. I've never ridden a hyena before. I don't have a dune scavenger. Is this really how they run? Maybe I don't want one. They have like this river beast style, you know, caravan. She's got an umbrella. She's not going to get her fur wet in the rain. So that's your racial mount. They do run like that. It seems like I've got a lantern on the back here that is just swinging wildly into my very flammable looking caravan. And as it turns out, I am smaller than my snake. That's a really cool beginner hunter pet. I love that. So while we're in here, let's make sure we check out the Vulpera racials. So first we have fire resistance. You will take 1% reduced damage from fire. You have make camp, which makes a camp at a certain location. Looks like this. Has a bit of a cast time, has a 1 hour cooldown. And then you can, okay, it looks like it's not fully implemented yet, but basically the idea is that you can make a camp and then hearth back to it up to once an hour. So you can like set a custom location to teleport back to up to once an hour. I don't know if logging out will reset that. It looks like it's not working on PTR just yet, but basically the concept sounds real cool. We also have Nose for Trouble, where when you first take damage from an enemy, reduce that by 5% of your maximum health. Seems good for dungeon tanking, actually. Seems like a decent mitigation for dungeon tanking. Not so much for a raid boss where you're fighting one dude and that'll only happen once, but if it's trash and it's happening all the time, not too bad. We have Bag of Tricks, which pulls your chosen trick from the bag, uses it on a target enemy or ally, and that goes along with Rummage Your Bag, where you change your chosen tricks. So it sounds like you can spec into a given trick, and presumably it will show you somewhere in your UI which one you have, and then you get access to that given racial until you decide to switch to a different one, much like Zandalari trolls and choosing their chosen Loa. And then finally, we have Vulpera Survival Kit over here. You have a chance to find an additional satchel of goods when you kill a humanoid. I don't know what's in that yet. Maybe we can find out. Maybe we can go kill something. Where's the closest humanoid? I just automatically generated this character to record the segment real quick, and now I'm running around as Nixinaki. Also, this Nose for Trouble icon, just like while we're chatting here, terrifying. Like a strap-on pig nose. That does not look like a Vulpera nose to me. I don't know where they found that nose, but the fact that they have it is deeply concerning to me. Oh, I killed like 20 of them and like hadn't looted any bags yet, but they were in my bags. You have a chance to find an additional satchel of goods, but you should know that as of the PTR right now, it goes right in your bags. You do not loot that. Okay, so we got 5 humanoid cotton satchels of goods. What's in them? Copper and elementium ore. I'm level 20. Ember silk cloth. All right, well, this is strange. So far, cataclysm goods. So, you know, this is PTR. That may not be indicative of your final Vulpera experience, but you can expect to find some gold and trade goods, potentially cataclysm ones, in the humanoid satchels that you create when you potentially kill humanoids. And based on how many I got, the drop rate might not be so bad. I feel like that was probably 1 in 4, if not better. I would imagine they might tone that down. Otherwise, your bags are going to be full. So those are the Vulperan racials. And Wowhead actually has the Vulperan heritage armor in the dressing room for us to check out. So here it is. I will link this tool in the description if you want to mess around with like the character options yourself. And this is what it looks like. So you get a hood, you get a backpack that is also a belt. You know, I hear those are very fashionable these days. You have so many little adornments. You've got like knives on your hip, you've got baubles over here, you just have a triangle over here. You've got more throwing knives on your shoulder. Like, he is prepared. He's ready for anything. We can see it on a female character. So yeah, that's the Vulperan heritage set. I have a feeling that this helmet is going to be one of the only ones that will play really nicely with Vulperan ears because it's clearly designed for them. But I think that looks really good. So those are Vulperans. Thank you very much for watching. Did we see this? Did we already have this dance? Did we know? I feel like I'm learning for the first time. Do you feel like you're learning? What is what is happening? This has to be a reference to something. They usually are. I think I'm getting old now. I don't know what this is. Please help. Please comment and tell me what on earth is she doing? Anyways, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out. I'm doing another one for Mecha Gnomes, so stay tuned for that. Please help me and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.